I don't know if it's creative, but it's interesting, at least to me, and I'll tell you, it certainly was this morning with my household, my 4 kids, that, and excuse them and forgive me, seemed more intrigued by this slide that we were working on than anything else related to this pandemic, because of their love for animals. We have 2 gorillas at the San Diego Zoo that now have tested positive for COVID-19. 2 that have been tested positive. We have another that's symptomatic. We're currently confirming the source of the infection and the strain. There is some question, did it come human to animal? That's being determined, and one has to respect that process and the adjudication of the facts. But nonetheless, it's just an area that's long been of concern, human to animal transmission, but our beloved gorillas, obviously, we are concerned about, and San Diego Zoo, best of the best. They've tested now formally 2 positive, but 3 are symptomatic, and we are likely to see more information about this in real time in the next hours, not just days. But I thought I'd just bring it up because, as I say often to all of you, what tends to resonate in my house, I want to make public to you in real time, and that's the update in terms of the status of these gorillas in the San Diego Zoo. So
from the basement.
CNN anchor Chris Cuomo is out of quarantine, recovered from COVID-19, and reunited with his family.
This is the dream, just to be back up here doing normal things.
Cuomo's 17-year-old daughter Bella has been taking care of the family.
My dad has corona, but he's going to be okay. He's actually doing really well right now.
And showed off the hazmat suit she used when checking on her dad.
Let's take some questions.
Governor, on the issue of sexual harassment, a number of women have obviously accused you of acts, including groping, including overt sexual harassment of employees. You have pled for people to take an investigation into account, but you were in those rooms. You know the truth. So can you tell the people of the state of New York, yes or no, did you do the things you were accused of?
No. No, and that's why I said when people suggested, yeah, to put it very simply, no.
All of you.
No.
The sexual harassment.
That's right.
All
that's
that.
right. Yes.
If Tish James's report comes back and finds the contrary, considering that you've said 0 tolerance for sexual harassment in this state, will you discipline yourself or consider resigning?
Yeah, the report can't say anything different because I didn't do anything wrong.
Governor, the New York Times put out a story a couple weeks ago where they interviewed 80 people either close to you or had worked with you, and they detailed accounts that you had said things like anti-trans slurs and also some to the effect of saying that Jews lived in effing tree houses. Did you say those things? And if not,
I never said any such things, and I told the Times that I never said any such thing. They printed slurs and slander, and you'd have to ask them why they did that.
Why would people say those things that you had said them? If
People say a lot of things. People say a lot of things in politics. That's why do people say things? Who knows? People are venial, people want attention, people are angry, people are jealous. Who knows why people spread rumors?
With me, see, say Broadway, the future is ours, thank you. So say it with me, see, say Broadway, the future is ours, thank you. So say it with me. See, say Broadway, the future is ours. Thank you.
Is that okay so far? My name is Rochelle Walensky, and I am the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
How do we get this pandemic under control?
We have to mask, we have to socially distance, we have to wash our hands, we have to avoid crowds, avoid travel, and then we have to get vaccinated when we can.
Explain the COVID mutations and how we stop them.
So when viruses mutate, they can make mistakes when they replicate, and when they replicate and make mistakes, sometimes they have some advantage to the virus. So the new variants are just like the old variants in terms of the disease. However, they may be less forgiving forgiving. So if there was a mask breach before that might not have caused disease, it might this time. So we just have to do the exact same things.
If someone has had COVID-19, should they still get the vaccination?
It's likely if you've had COVID-19 before, you still have some immune protection up to at least about 90 days. So yes, you're eligible for vaccination, but we might ask that you consider waiting so that others who don't have any immunity could get vaccinated before you.
Will we need to retake the vaccine every so often?
We don't have data on that yet. The vaccine trials are looking out to 2 years, and so those data will be forthcoming, and as soon as we have them, we'll let the public know.
Are we on track to administer 100 million shots in the first 100 days?
We are absolutely on track. We have been working really hard. At day 100, we're not done. We still have 200 million more Americans that we need to get vaccinated, and that track record will continue.
What is the biggest COVID-19 myth that you would like to get rid of right now?
That masking doesn't work. Okay, awesome. That was fun. Okay.
For the record, that masks are not theater, masks are protective, and we have immunity there. First of all, when you have a variant, you have an immunity that you get what's convalescent sera and the same sort of thing. If I vaccinate you or me against the wild type, you get a certain level of antibody that's specific for a particular viral strain. If there's a circulating variant, you don't necessarily have it. You have some spillover immunity to be sure, but you diminish by anywhere from 2 to 8-fold the protection. So the point I'm saying is that there are variants in now circulating. The point that Senator Paul was making was that if you look at wild type only, there is some clear-cut credence to what he's saying. But we are living right now in a situation where we're having a dominance of 117, which was the original UK. We have a very troublesome variant in New York City, a 526. We've got 2 variants in California, a 427, 429, and we have a number of others. So we're not dealing with a static situation of the same virus.